Today is Friday, March 6th, and this is your forecast for the central United States. We do have a big storm system moving out of the Rockies that is very spring-like, I'd say, with severe weather out ahead of it and snow on the backside. So let's talk about it. Here's the map, and we got a front that's nearly stationary here through portions of the Midwest. So this is going to be a focal point for continued shower activity here through at least the first part of the weekend. Severe weather possible today from North Texas up through Oklahoma and getting into Kansas, even maybe parts of Arkansas. And these are the areas where you have to stay weather alert. If you don't have the app already, I encourage you to get the Weather with Erick app. It'll notify you when there is a watch or a warning issued for your area. So this is going to be the area that we watch. On the back side of this storm, there is some snow near and north of Denver up into Wyoming and into parts of the northern plains. Temperatures are going to be in the 60s today in the Midwest, feeling very spring-like. Couple of showers in Grand Rapids, mostly cloudy in Detroit. Not quite 70, but upper 60s in Chicago, and maybe some thunderstorms in Des Moines as we make a run at 70. We'll be in the 70s from Pittsburgh to Cincy over to Louisville, 80s for Nashville and Memphis as things are warming up out ahead of that low pressure system. Of course, there's a cold front, so that's going to knock the temperatures down, but it's a busy weather pattern, so a warm front then pushes things back north, or it puts the warm air back north, so we'll be in the 60s Monday and Tuesday, and it still appears that toward the middle of the month, toward the end of next week, we could see another cold spell for much of the Great Lakes and into the Northeast, and you see that in Chicago. If I stand maybe here, this is all you want to see, get out of the way. And there's the return of some colder weather here toward the end of next week. 58 today in D.C. as we're sitting right on that front. Low pressure moving away, another low pressure system approaching. South of that front, it's mild, near 80 in Wilmington and Charlotte. Same for you in Charleston. Just about that in Savannah, maybe a shower or thunderstorm in Atlanta, but chances for that are pretty slim. Well into the 80s down the Florida Peninsula, 82 in New Orleans, 81 in Dallas, and we are in that area where there could be some severe thunderstorms nearby. We'll peak near 80 again tomorrow in Charlotte, upper 70s on Sunday, and maybe into the low 80s early next week. So definitely seeing a taste of spring. Actually, let me go back a second because there's that cool spell, by the way, at the end of next week. In Fort Lauderdale, we are clearing this morning. Lots of sunshine and warm temperatures for this afternoon. Just a few scattered clouds later on this evening. Generally looks like some pretty nice weather here through the weekend. Highs near 80 and maybe climbing into the 80s as you head toward the middle of next week. That is your Friday morning weather update. I hope everyone has a terrific weekend. Don't forget to turn your clocks back, or rather forward. You turn your clocks forward in the spring 1 hour. Do that before you go to bed on Saturday morning. Have a great weekend. I'll see you all on Monday morning.